Well, that happened.
I'm still processing.
Okay, so normally we only do one video because we just, I don't know why we are just doing it one video. We just do one video. We're going to do 2 videos for this. This is going to be normal, non-spoiler video of us talking, which will probably go up tonight when we're filming it, after we're filming it. And then I think we're going to have to do a spoilers video.
There's no way we can't.
No. There's far too much to unpack here.
Yes.
And we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
So, this is the non-spoiler review of Avengers Infinity War. And then Monday, we're going to get the spoilers review up. Okay. How do we talk about this without spoiling anything?
That's a tall order.
Okay, well...
This film freaking blew my mind.
It was very, very unpredictable, which is a good thing because it didn't feel cookie cutter like a lot of the other movies. I will give this to Marvel. They are learning their lesson. Over the past, like, 5 or 6 movies or so, they felt very different and distinguished.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of the criticisms of just, oh, well, they have the same things happening, just different characters.
But I mean, this movie has been hyped for years.
Yeah.
So in a way, I was kind of bracing myself for it, but I still wasn't ready for what I saw.
The mindset we were going in, or at least how I was going in, was this is either going to be a complete disaster, which it wasn't. No. Or it was just going to play out how we expected it to, and maybe similar to how the comic played out. It has been a while since I've been exposed to the comic. I remember the comic being batshit crazy at times. Yeah. I feel like they did take plenty from the comic. The one thing I was disappointed in was basically Thanos' motive. Because in the comic, he was doing this to impress Death, who is a female in the Marvel Universe. Yep. And Thanos loved her.
Yeah, he was the problem is, who does Death love?
Deadpool.
Yeah.
But Deadpool is not in this universe.
Unfortunately, he's not. Yeah.
So, basically, his motive in this was, there are too many people in the universe, and there's not enough to go around, so I'm going to use the Infinity Gauntlet to kill half of the universe, so that they can, the remaining survivors can, strive and live.
Yes, and be happy.
And another thing I was very worried about was Thanos' character, because he didn't really get a lot of development over these years. No. Unless you knew him from the comic.
Yeah, but I think
Brolin
played him beautifully.
Yes. Oh,
Dear God.
What could have just been another generic, meat-headed guy from space who wants to destroy people.
Like the memes and the jokes of him, like, dressed as Debo from Friday.
I love those.
Why are you tripping, Thanos? Yeah, give Vision back his gem.
What gem? They could have actually gone that route, but they didn't.
No.
They made him very complex and even very caring at times, especially with Gamora. Yeah. The stuff with Gamora was really, really good.
Yeah, he definitely fit the affably evil trope.
There was, without spoiling anything, there was a moment where he cried. Where Thanos, the goddamn Titan, wept. Yeah. And with good reason, too. Yeah. But at the same time, you have to remember, he's basically a sociopath.
Well,
he truly believes,
But you tend, when he starts talking, though, you tend to forget that. That's what made him scary.
The performance had this, like, gentle nature to it, and you bought it very, very easily. And it was, like, again, the stuff with Gamora, they flash back to when he found Gamora when she was a child. And, he was slaughtering her planet, but he pulled Gamora to the side and goes, here, look at this knife.
Yeah.
Isn't it Brie?
No, don't look at
Yeah, don't look. Yeah, he was like shielding her eyes from the carnage.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, he's a nice guy. Wait a minute, no, he's not.
No, he's yeah. What's going on here?
So, yeah, Thanos was done really, really well.
Yes.
I should. Well, it's not really a spoiler, but don't expect too many surprise appearances by anybody in this movie.
Yeah.
Because I was theorizing that, this would be the perfect time to introduce some new characters, some new major characters, and there were new characters in this, but they were secondary at best. And I was, the way they did with Civil War.
Yes.
Like how they kind of hid the fact that Spider-Man was going to be in it for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this would be a perfect opportunity to like drop Fantastic Four on us or something. Someone that they acquired.
Yeah.
Through the Fox deal. Unfortunately, the Fox deal is not finalized apparently.
No.
I like that they gave more focus to other characters that needed it, like Vision and Wanda.
Yes.
Because I feel like of all the Avengers, we probably they probably gave the least amount of time to Wanda over the couple of movies.
That's true. She was kind of shoehorned in at the end of Age of Ultron.
And then she became good, and then she was in Civil War, and
immediately
that was
put under house arrest after what happened in Wakanda.
Yeah, I mean Vision had
not Wakanda.
At least with Vision, he had like a good screen presence.
Yeah.
But Wanda was just kind of shoved to the side. In this movie, they get a lot of focus.
Yeah,
which is good, which is expected because Vision had one of the Infinity Stones.
Yep, embedded in his head.
Yeah. What else can we talk about without going?
Well, again, I was always concerned about how they would handle having so many characters in the same movie at the same time. But I mean, it worked because at this point, everybody in that movie has already been established. You know, Iron Man.
Yes.
Especially Iron Man because he was there since the beginning.
That was actually one of the reasons they left. They were going to introduce Adam Warlock in this, but they decided not to.
Yeah.
And I just read an article about it. They said, we can't just throw him into this movie. He needs his own movie first.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, it's understandable why they would have left him, maybe even other people, out of this.
Yeah. But
the interactions were great.
Yes, the interactions were all great.
Everybody played off each other very well. And the way they kind of divided things up helped it. It helped kind of ease the tension from a lot of the scenes. Basically, it's seen in the trailer, this isn't a spoiler. Basically, Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man go into space. They meet half of the Guardians
of the Galaxy.
Thor and goes on his own mission, and then pretty much everyone who's left on Earth comes together. Again, I can't. It's hard.
It's hard to talk about this without giving something away. That's why most of this review I've just been going yes and
I know.
just nodding my head because I'm afraid of giving something away.
Don't worry. When we get to the spoilers review, I'm sure it's gonna.
Yeah, it's all gonna come out.
It's gonna be like. Ah!
I'm trying to stay very tight-lipped here.
Yeah. This movie was long too.
Yes, it was, but it didn't feel long. Which was good. It was about 2.5 hours.
This was a good reason to have a long movie because we needed a lot. There was a lot of set pieces they needed to go to, a lot of locations, a lot of characters that needed their own individual focus.
Yeah.
A lot of interactions that needed to happen, a lot of establishment, and we had a couple big battles. I guess that was one of my gripes with this movie.
What's that?
There was a lot of talking for a long time, which is fine, but it got a little bit boring after a while. I know it was necessary, but they could have put in a couple more fights here and there.
Oh wait, I was going to ask you which scenes, but then I thought better of it.
Because there was the scene at the beginning, and then the one scene in New York, which were fairly short.
Yeah.
And then there was the big battle at the end. Mm-hmm. And then I think there was like one or two small confrontations, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just brace yourself. There's going to be a lot of talking.
Yeah, and
and
if you have any expectations for this movie, just toss them right out the window.
Yes, okay, that's the one thing we need to talk about without, again, spoiling too much.
I was not ready for what this movie threw at me.
No. We kind of expected it to be kind of a bloodbath because of the comic, and it was. It was quite a. I'm having trouble saying things again.
Yeah, I can't. I just can't.
All right. Let's just try and scrounge up as much as we can before we move on to the spoilers.
But I don't know. I disagree with you on the pacing. I thought it was very well paced out for what it was.
The pacing was good. It's just like characters talking, fight, and then characters talking, big fight.
So it was the beats that you had a problem with. Okay.
Yeah. I liked a lot of the side characters, like some of Thanos' thugs, who they didn't really get enough attention. But,
yeah.
I liked the one guy at the beginning, the one with all the creepy Squidward.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what Tony calls him, Squidward. I liked him. Unfortunately, they don't get a lot of focus.
Yeah, unfortunately,
We see them a few times, but they're just thugs. It's all they're
more or less, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look up, see who some of them are, see if I actually recognize some of them.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah, other than that, is there anything else we can talk about without giving the game away? I don't think there is.
Well, we talked about Thanos in detail. Again, he was the best part of this movie, I think.
Yes, I concur with you there. He was.
Brolin
went above and beyond.
Definitely. For what could have just been
a one-dimensional
a throwaway villain.
Purple meanie.
Again, big dude from space who wants to break stuff.
Yeah.
They did a really good job with him. I would have liked to have seen. They didn't show how he got the first stone, did they?
That's true.
That was and that was the one being held by Nova Corps, wasn't it?
Actually, they did mention that, but we'll save that for the spoiler review.
Did they? I probably missed that part.
Yeah.
But yeah. Is there anything else you want to bring up? Anything at all?
Not without.
Okay.
Ruining it for everybody.
Would you recommend this movie?
Well, fuck yes.
Okay, I think that's what's important.
I mean, I know I had my 1,000-yard stare on at the beginning of this thing, but
yeah,
I know I'm being tight-lipped and short, which is usually means I don't like something.
You'll see why.
You'll see why.
You'll see why when you watch the follow-up video.
Yeah.
See, I had something I couldn't. Damn, I think I lost it. I did have one thing I wanted to bring up real quick. Oh, yes. Okay, I remember. Stay after the goddamn credits.
Yes. Everybody keeps leaving right after,
It's been 10 years.
Yes, it's been 10 years. It even says it at the start of the movie.
How many movies? How many movies, people?
When the Marvel Studios logo comes up, it puts the number 10 for the I and the O.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Stay after the credits.
Stay after the credits.
There's a lot of credits. You can get up and pee if you have to.
Yes.
But just come back.
Yeah. After 10 years of Marvel movies, you people have not learned.
Oh my god.
It's so annoying.
Yeah. I mean, well, let's just say I don't blame people if they wanted to walk out on this after the ending. But we'll get into that.
No. Next time people do that and they're in my row, I'm just going to keep my feet up on the rail. I'm like, no, you can't leave. You sit your ass down.
Just put your leg out while they're walking down the stairs.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, nah, you're not going anywhere.
All right. I think we're good for that. We definitely recommend it, especially if you've been following this for years and you want something a little bit different.
Yeah. It's different, all right.
Oh, it sure is. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go into spoilers now. So wait for that video to come out.
Yep.
And we'll
see you on Monday.
We'll be back soon.
Yep. Bye.
Oh wait, I know how to end this.